You guys are doing the fucking shit, like I'm saying, thinking fish names are fucking racist or going to drag queen story hours. And the fucking White House is compiling lists of what they're saying is wrong think or misinformation and asking, like I said yesterday, cell phone companies and social media companies to censor that. That is illegal. The fucking government can't ask the media companies to censor that violates the First Amendment. The Supreme Court has already said that violates the First Amendment. That's an overt attack against the First Amendment. And even if you're saying it's not overt and they're just saying, oh, well, might be information, and I suggest you do something about it, that's called chilling free speech. The Supreme Court still says the same thing.
You suck!
This is, like, you guys are worried about the wrong. And if you don't, like, this is some Nazi level going on in our own backyard. And instead of doing something about it, like never again, like all you assholes talk for years and years and years and years growing up because we're all the same age. Now's the time to say that you would actually do something about it if that happened here. But instead of doing something about it when it's happening here, you're just like, say nothing on them.
Winning. No. You suck.
I'm dead serious. That's what it looks like to me. It's the circus. It's a Twilight Zone up in this. This is supposed to be America, not 1940s Germany. But let's get into this article, right? This is the New York Post. Gop outraged at White House flagging misinformation to Facebook. Yeah, the White House shouldn't be flagging any type of fucking speech, period. Congressional Republicans were up in arms Thursday after the Biden administration revealed it was flagging problematic Facebook posts with misinformation about COVID-19 to social media giant. The White House press secretary, Jen Pulaski, told reporters that the Surgeon General's office had increased information research tracking and added that it was important to take faster action against harmful posts and Facebook needs to move up quickly to remove harmful volatile posts. The government should not be compiling a list and giving it to the media companies. You are now overtly attacking the free speech of your constituents and committing active treason upon the United States of America and its Constitution.
Winning. No.
Pulaski was joined by the Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, who said that the administrative was asking big tech to consistently take action against misinformation super spreaders on the platforms and calling all news organizations to proactively address the public's questions without inadvertently giving a platform to health information that can harm its audiences. The health, like, go talk to your doctor. No, you're giving information that's harming people too.
You suck.
You are. You're not telling people to go to your doctor and figure it out. You're just telling people to go get a fucking experimental medical procedure that may or may not be good for them because they may or may not have, like, conditions and
Winning. No. You suck.
And they don't have to go to the doctor to go get it.
Winning. No.
They should go to the fucking doctor. You should be telling them to go to their fucking doctor. I'm going to keep saying that every time this subject comes up. The comments touched off of a roar among longtime big tech critics like Senator Josh Hawley, who accused the White House on Twitter of using Facebook's to impose its COVID-19 speech code. The social media platforms are increasingly just arms of the federal government and the Biden's White Houses, and they need to be regulated as such. If they're going to be arms of the government, then they should be upholded to the Constitution or arrested for treason. I think it's really scary to have a time the federal government of the United States, the White House, compiling lists of people, organizations, whatever, and then going to a private company that, by the way, is a monopoly, Facebook, and saying you need to censor, you need to do something about this, you need to tell these users, these private users on a private company that they can and cannot say. Hawley told Fox News special report Thursday evening, and that's true. That's the scariest. The government doesn't have this right. This is technically an act of war.
Winning. No. You suck.
According to our way of life, according to our legal doctrine and our supreme law of the land, this is treason and technically an act of war. I mean, I can't get much more clear than that. I mean, I just think the kind of coordinating between big government and the big monopoly corporations, boy, that is scary stuff, and it is really is censorship, added Hawley, a longtime advocate of breaking up big tech companies like Facebook, Google, and Amazon, and I think we should. At this point, you really have to wonder how private of a company they are. Hawley said went on, they're not a private company, they're part of their government. I mean, they're part of the techno-autocratic bullshit government, the over-government or whatever. I don't know, some shadow government, whatever term you want to use for it. I mean, if you're talking direction from the federal government openly coordinating with the federal government, you've got the government saying we think that this speech ought to be censored, and big tech, if they carry out those instructions, I mean, that looks like they're starting to operate as a public utility. And there are many people out there who say we ought to treat them as a public utilities. Yes, we ought to just regulate these private companies as such. He said yes.
Winning.
Representative Todd Massey referred to George Orwell's classic novel 1984, accusing the White House of Ministry of Truth level magnificence. And it's true. This is some George Orwellian and totalitarian fascist Nazi garbage. These are state-controlled media tactics we rightfully condemn in dictatorships. He tweeted, if an administration has a message to get out, let them express it. But when the government works to throttle speech with which they disagree, it has crossed the line. This is our most sacred tenet, the first of our Bill of Rights, the ability to speak our minds. If we can't say what we want, regardless of whether it offends somebody or not, and we can't say what we think, we are not free.
Winning. No.
This is not winning. This needs to be opposed.
You suck!
Big government is now big brother under POTUS. Senator Ron Johnson. Why anyone would think government is a front of all wisdom and other perspectives need to be silenced is beyond me. The censorship that results from this unholy alliance between big government / big tech has and will continue to cost lives. Senator Tom Cotton noted that irony of the administration's announcement. The White House wants to censor misinformation on Facebook while crediting Biden and claims the voter ID laws
are now calling for the firing of Fulton County's election director and the county's registry.
No. I wasn't even on that page. No.
You suck!
No, I'll get to you. No. You can't talk about that. No.
Winning. No.
Yeah, this is just utter garbage. This is fascist, totalitarian, Nazi level fuckery at its best.
You suck!
This is an act of war committed by the White House on the American people and the American Constitution and your rights and your freedoms. The government has no right to regulate your freedoms.
Winning. No.
They are inherent to you from birth. The Constitution doesn't tell the government what our rights are. It tells the government what we can and can't do. It doesn't tell us what we can and can't do. It tells the government what it can and cannot with. And this type of shit needs to end. I'm just saying. And please become a member. Consider becoming a member, because I'm going up exclusive with a little bit of thing that just tried to play. And we're going to talk about that thing that's happening in Arizona and Georgia that will make YouTube nuke our channel, because it's a new information came out, and it's a doozy of information. But anyways, as always, I'm Doc Camo. This has been my thought of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.